got my black belt in 3 years and 7 months.
You're top 1% in multiple fields. It's not just fighting, right? Business, stocks, you could probably name a few more.
It's not even a cocky thing. It's just objectively true of like, if we go to the gym and lift weights, I'm stronger than more than 99% of the people in the gym. Even with all the UFC guys, a lot of the UFC guys I've trained with, and the other ones, I'm not calling them out or challenging them, but I'm like, yeah, I'll be happy to train with you, respectfully. But, you know, for people that don't train much or people that took, 12, 15 years to get their belt, they're a little offended by that. I put in the same number of hours. I just did it in a more compressed amount of time, and I with, many of the top coaches in the world. So I don't even think it should be so controversial, but.
Here we are. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in today. So today we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, Derek Moneyberg, and his newfound rivalry with Sean Strickland. Now, I told myself, other than making memes, all in innocent fun, I was not going to get too involved in this Derek Moneyberg situation. So where did it all start? We all know Sean is never shy to share his opinions, whether it's on social media or face-to-face. In a now viral Instagram video, Sean bumps into Derek Moneyberg outside of an elevator in what I believe is some sort of hotel or possibly training facility. I don't think I need to go into detail because I'm sure a lot of you have seen it already. Oh, what the hell, I'll show you the clip right now.
Crazy enough, guys. Look who I ran into. This guy's real big, real jacked. And he says, why do I call him a scumbag on the internet? This is why I asked him. And again, you could say...
So you got to do that for camera. You can't have a private conversation like an adult. You can only do things for the internet. You can't have a private
because
conversation.
What I have to say is factual. And you guys...
It's not factual.
So you guys, let me tell you why I don't... Would I like to get free money from this guy? Yeah, sure. Would I pay me money for...
But Sean, when I just asked you, hey, you have a conversation...
Well, you asked me why I called you a scumbag.
Then you need to have your camera. You can only talk on the internet.
But I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I called you a scumbag.
Only on the internet.
But I'll tell you why I called you a scumbag.
You're the one being the fucking scumbag right now.
No, I'll tell you why.
I'm saying it to your face.
I'll tell you why.
You're the one being the fucking scumbag right now.
I love my fans.
So where does this leave us now? Well, war, of course. And the war can be found in the comments. Derek Moneyberg will, once and for all, go head-to-head against Sean Strickland. Not on the mats, but in court. Derek claims that he's been nothing but nice to Sean, inviting him to train, inviting Sean to be able to see his skills and be able to prove his level of black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, in which Derek says that Sean denied him several times and that Sean is not the same person on camera as he is behind the camera. Derek said that essentially their conversation was very friendly until Sean turned the camera on. But some of the comments seem to point otherwise. So now, due to the nature of some of the things that Sean has said about Moneyberg, specifically pertaining his business, Derek has said that Sean owes him compensation, in which case Derek and Sean will go head-to-head in a defamation lawsuit. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details and the backstory about who Derek Moneyberg is, what he's known for, or what his reputation may or may not be. There's plenty of videos out there and other people's accounts on their opinions or experiences with Derek. UFC legend Jake Shields, who awarded Derek Moneyberg his black belt, continues to come to his friend and student's defense. He can be seen in the comments on both Sean's posts and Derek Moneyberg's posts. I want to say I have the utmost respect for Jake Shields, both as a UFC fighter and for many other reasons. Just this week on Jake Shields' Fight Back podcast, he sat down with his guest Bobby King Green, and Strickland came up in conversation. Check out what he says here. And shout out to the homie Bobby Green.
Yeah, not very many top Americans anymore. But some of the guys are maybe a little lazy in America and stuff too. I don't know, some of these guys don't spar that hard, Some do, guys like Sean Strickland. You train with Sean, right?
Yeah. Me and Sean have a long history, you know?
He's crazy.
Fucking nuts, where we gotta love-hate. I hate him, but I love him.
I so understand, bro. That's how I feel with Sean. Sometimes, like right now, I'm a little pissed at him, but he's still like fucking like him too. But sometimes he does dumb shit where you're like, bro, why the fuck did you do that?
He's fucking,
Like he'll talk shit to one of your friends or something. And it's like, bro, like why are you fucking doing that shit? I love the guy, but he just says dumb shit sometimes.
You gotta help him. Nobody else wants to work with Sean. Sean would just fuck people up. That's what he did. He's still known to this day. He just goes around and fucks people up.
He's a bully, you know. He trains Extreme Couture, Matt. And he bullied. Sometimes he'll bully guys who are like beginners and shit too, where it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and
He says some dumb
he's got no
sometimes.
filter, you know. I'm sorry to be like, man, he just rubs me wrong, but he's just an open book. Who he is who he is, and you gotta kind of understand him, you know.
No, like I said, sometimes he irritates me, but then also overall, I kind of like him. He does, you know, he does say ridiculous shit. He's gotten to some of the Muslims guys too, just saying ridiculous shit Islam, and it's like, bro, you can't, you know, be insulting these guys' religion.
Yeah.
They take this shit serious. You know, it's like, but overall, I like him, but he can be irritating as fuck.
So where does this leave us? We don't quite know. Is there any way that Sean Strickland and Derek Moneyberg could patch things up? Is there any way that maybe they could handle their disputes on the mat instead of the courtroom? I mean, after all, Derek Moneyberg is very confident that there's no way in hell that Sean Strickland could tap him. So what do you guys think? Could Sean tap Derek Moneyberg? Will Derek Moneyberg actually go through with the lawsuit? Or will Sean Strickland cave and end up on the Moneyberg podcast wearing the rash guard? Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, this is all in good fun. Let me know how you feel about this whole situation. I appreciate you watching. And please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share with your homies. And remember, the first rule of jiu-jitsu is you always talk about jiu-jitsu